I'm Florence Joshua with these and more. A former secretary to the government of the Federation, Babachir David Lawal, has warned the federal government against any attempt to arrest the former presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Gregory Obi, on the alleged sponsorship of the planned nationwide protest by some aggrieved Nigerians. The ex-SGF, who was one of the strongest supporters and pillars of Obi in the 2023 presidential candidate, warned that the consequences of arresting Obi will be too severe for the federal government. Babachir Lawal, speaking with newsmen on the issue, debunked the allegations by President Tinubu's media aide, Bayo Onanuga, that the nationwide protest tagged "End Bad Governance in Nigeria" was being sponsored by Obi and the Obedience Movement. As conversations around the planned nationwide protest over the economic hardship and insecurity, the country intensifies across different quarters, the military has warned intending protesters to desist from any form of violence. At a press conference this Thursday in Abuja, the Director of Defense Media Operations, Major General Edward Buba, disclosed that while citizens have a constitutional right to peaceful protest, they do not have a right to mobilize for anarchy in order to unleash terror. He added that the armed forces will not give room for anarchy and has currently been witnessed in Kenya.
It is easy to see that the contemporary context of the planned protest is to shadow the happenings in Kenya, which I must say is violent, and add that it remains unresolved. This is because we have seen wars and have witnessed anarchy in countries in which we have operated, particularly during the times of ECOMOG or during our peacekeeping operations in various countries. I believe that some people out there may fantasize about war or state of anarchy, thinking that it is like what they see in the movies. I assure you that war or a state of anarchy is not what you see in the movies. It involves real people, real situations, and real life. A situation of anarchy or war should not be fantasized. People lose loved ones and everything they toil for or possess in the course of war or anarchy. And I will put it simply by saying that horrible and ugly things happen in such situations. We must never, as a people, bring it upon ourselves.
He added that the military has uncovered plots by some unscrupulous elements to hijack the protest and turn it into violent one by attacking innocent Nigerians and their businesses.
Already, we have detected some unscrupulous elements bent on hijacking the planned protest with the aim of making it violent. Many are therefore following in ignorance. For instance, there are indications that if you possess a smartphone, if you possess a car, if you possess a shop, if you own a house, or even use air condition in your house, you have been labeled a target. Other targets that have been labeled include places of worship, businesses, markets, ethnic groups, and members of other political parties, among other other items and areas targeted. Accordingly, the level of violence being envisaged can only be described as a state of anarchy. The armed forces on its part will not stand by and allow anarchy to befall our nation.
Recall the Nigerian youth had in 2020 staged peaceful protests across the country, calling for the disbandment of the Special Anti-Robbery Squad, a unit of the Nigerian police force, over alleged brutality against innocent Nigerians. The Lagos state government had declared a curfew following the protests. However, the protesters occupying the Lekki toll gate in Lagos, which was the central coordination unit, refused to leave, leading to an incursion by the military, who came dispersing them forcefully. Although there were reported deaths and injuries, the federal government and military authorities denied harming the protesters.